would not run the team this way. So I think the Cowboys should be one of the best jobs in sports. Head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, you know your owner's going to spend to the cap every single year. The owner will at times borrow money from future years' caps in order to give you the best players you can this year. You know that free agents, if all things are equal, how about you go with the team that's on national TV more than anybody else, that plays in either the nicest stadium in football, if not the second or
Got
third.
one of the largest fan bases in the world.
Right. The biggest brand in the league. For all those reasons, man, if David Shaw wants to leave college football, where should he go? The Cowboys. Lincoln Riley wants to leave college football. Where should he go? The Cowboys. The next hot offensive or defensive coordinator, what should his number one choice be? The Cowboys. All those options, even the unnamed coordinator, I think be better than Jason Garrett, who our friend cousin Sal from the Lock It In show just calls the clapper, because that's all he does, just clapping on the sidelines, just clap, clap, clap. But if you're not going to empower your head coach, if the real power is going to be the owner, if Jerry Jones is, whenever the head coach says one thing.
It's not an if. You keep saying if. That's the way it's been.
Well, people can change. Now, see, you're saying there's no chance that Jerry's going to own this team the way he's owned it forever. You don't think there's any chance?
And there's some things that Jerry has done well at. All right? You're talking about acquiring talent, drafting talent, how they're going to scout. Him and his son, Steven, in the front office, they have done a good job. They only have one weak group. And that's just because Jason Witten all of a sudden retired this summer, taking an opportunity he had calling the Monday night game. He had to retire from that, but they couldn't recover from already moving on from Dez Bryant, and Witten decided to retire after that. So the players that they've acquired, man, they have that part down. Now, do they have their quarterback of the future? I'm just going to give them a suggestion. If you want to run everything your way and you want to just get a hot assistant, after this season, go out and get Eric Bieniemy of the Kansas City Chiefs. If you want to make this a Dak-friendly system, allow him to run all that motion, give him one weapon as a wide receiver, and let him do that with Ezekiel Elliott in that offensive line. And then you can still run everything. All right, this would be Eric's first job as a head coach. He just was named coordinator. We saw the former coordinator at Kansas City,
Matt Nagy.
He is the head coach for the Chicago Bears, and they run a very, very college-like, cutting-edge type offense that's really be able to help them. Their problem is their quarterback going to be the franchise quarterback? So, Jerry, keep doing things your way. I'm giving you a hot young assistant that you can still do things your way, because there's no way that Dallas can continue with their mediocrity and thinking that if I'm going to stay with the head coach, then I'm going to get better. I just don't think that's a reality.
Who do you think could replace Jason Garrett and be successful in Dallas?
Listen, I'm a big believer. David Shaw has such a great job, and see from what you've told me about what he has said about his wife and about not wanting to leave Stanford. So I feel like David Shaw every year is top of the list, and every year decides to stay at Stanford. Man, I'm impressed by Lincoln Riley. I'm impressed that you can lose Baker Mayfield, as good as Kyler Murray is, and the offense stays at that same level. And the more the NFL embraces these college concepts, the more success I think these college coaches can have.
Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma, great job succeeding Bob Stoops, a legend there. 28 NFL teams came to visit him this offseason to learn about what he was doing. And you can see Sunday, they're obviously listening to someone. And Lincoln Riley's one of the voices that they've tapped into.
All right, let's take a break. One last segment coming up. Who is the real distraction for the New York football